This is ExpediTIously. I am Tip T.I. Harris. Now, the following experience is not a test. The conversations and stories expressed on this podcast are meant to be an expression of purpose and truth. This show, properly entitled ExpediTIously, is a free exchange of ideas and opinions. No judgment, no preconceived beliefs, no fear. You're encouraged to share your thoughts and ask any question as long as it's done with respect. And that's through true love and respect for others that we will change the world and speak truth to power, one show at a time. Now, without further ado, this is ExpediTIously. I'm Tip T.I. Harris. Hey, what's happening? Welcome to ExpediTIously. I am your host, Tip T.I. Harris. My next guest on ExpediTIously is an artist who consciously carved out his own voice in hip-hop through vulnerability, introspection, and emotional honesty. He grew up surrounded by music, fame, and the pressures that come with the well-known last name. No thanks to me. His style is reflective and deeply personal. His lyrics explore identity, expectation, mental health, spirituality, and the internal conflict of growing up in the spotlight. He has spoken about wanting to separate himself from comparisons and prove that his artistry stands on its own merit. The desire for authenticity is evident in his calm delivery, thoughtful wordplay, and stripped-down production choices. He represents a generation of artists focused less on image and more on substance. Through steady evolution and emotional transparency, he continues to shape a career defined not by inheritance, but by intention. I'm excited to welcome Domani Harris to ExpediTIously. What's happening, man?
What's up, man? That sounds like we ain't know each other.
What's happening? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good. That was a great introduction.
Man, well, well deserved, man. I mean, I can only write down the shit you did.
You wrote that too.
Man, first of all, congratulations on the new project.
Thank you.
You just dropped the new project, Foreverlasting tape.
Yep.
Now, what made you define it as a tape?
Started running out of names, man. EP, album, mixtape, just said, man, Foreverlasting tape.
Okay. And what does this project mean to you?
It's an extension of Foreverlasting, the record.
Mm-hmm.
The song, I put my phone number on that song, so it went a little crazy. So people kept telling me they wanted the song to be longer, they wanted more people on the song, and then they wanted a whole project with that vibe. And I said, you know what? Let's do it. So,
you know what? That's how trap music was born.
For real?
Yeah.
That song came out first, and then you...
Dope Boys in the Trap came out, and, that was the most successful record off of my first album, and people said they wanted to hear more songs like that, so I said, I'm going to make a whole album worth.
There it is.
And call it trap music. All right. The Foreverlasting tape, it derives from Foreverlasting the song.
Yeah.
So does that mean all of them are about experiences? All the songs on this project are about experiences with women?
Absolutely. Well, from my perspective, me experiencing women, but it's just relationship in general. You
experiencing, okay, now, that's another thing. So as a father, I became a fan, and I've grown to enjoy your music.
Yeah.
And that's good. For me, it's good for me and healthy for me to actually have a son that does this, that I can appreciate his skill set.
Yeah.
So thank you for getting good.
Well, you showed me how to do it, I would say. Thank you.
But if you didn't put the work in and challenge yourself, you wouldn't have got, especially not as good as you are now. Because there's a lot of self-reflection. There's a lot of, self-evaluation.
Yeah.
Being honest with yourself and being comfortable enough with yourself to be honest about yourself to the world.
Right.
How did you find a way to do that?
That's a great question, man. Really just, I guess, recording so often that it just kind of spilt into the music. Like, it's like, I don't know what else to talk about. Let me just say exactly how I feel. Maybe that. And then having, like you said, being comfortable enough, like, having the engineer that I'm comfortable with, my team that I'm comfortable with, like not thinking they gonna be thinking X, Y, and Z when I say this. So I think it's that, having a good circle and just staying consistent.
What gave you the fearlessness that you have, because you have quite a quiet, unspoken fearlessness, and you always fall back on your music.
You got a lighter?
What make you think I got a lighter?
I'm just saying.
I'm sure it's
somebody
one
in here smoke.
Well, you got what you gonna fire up?
Oh, these candles right here.
Oh man, I thought you had a joint, man.
Now you know I got my candles.
I'm about to say that's a shock. This is an expeditiously exclusive.
Nah,
you about to smoke a joint?
Nah, but that was such a great question, man. I feel like I had to really set the vibe, man. I wanted to give that question 100%.
You
said, yeah, man. You said, what gives me the fearlessness?
Yeah.
Man, really, I grew up around it, man. You know our family. I grew up around it, and it's like seeing it and being a part of that. It's just it's what is it? The big fish theory. Like a fish in a small pond can only get so big, but a fish in like the ocean or bigger body of water is destined to be bigger than the fish in the little fishbowl. So I think about it like that, man. I really didn't even think about it. I just grew up in that body of water.
And when I say fearless, a lot of people don't know this, but this is what I mean by fearlessness. So Domani moved out the house at 18 and had his own ideas of what he wanted to do with himself. You went and got your first spot, and you weren't making no money.
Yeah.
And I wasn't giving no money. And we were still doing family hustle.
Right.
And they really, really wanted you to be a part of that particular season.
Yeah.
And you said no.
Yeah.
And for a motherfucker who ain't really have rent money lined up for the next few months, and is a guaranteed
check,
sure shot source of income here, and you said no, I'ma just focus on my music, because if they see me on here, they gonna think that I'm more of a reality star than I am an artist.
Yeah.
Where did that fearlessness come from? Because that was real money. Like that was about $100,000. And you said no. And then they made it sweet for you. They said, you know what? You ain't even got to do all the episodes. We'll pay you for the whole season. If you just pop in on like the family vacations, and all you got to do is just show up. He said, nah, I ain't gonna do it. Man, what gives you that fearlessness?
Yeah. Delusion. Like for real, man, every song I'm like, this gonna do it. Every song, every video, every project, I'm like, this the one. Watch this. Just being delusional, but at the end of the day, like you said, I knew how I would look if I stayed on the show, and it would probably work against me, with me knowing what I'm working towards. So knowing that the long term goal is for me to be an established artist, for me to be respected in the music industry how I want to. It kind of wasn't that hard to figure out, honestly. But
so you just turned down 6 figures like that?
I mean, but like, you not finna.
I would get the money, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I'm gonna find a way to do both. I want to do this, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna find a way to do this without ruining my chances of doing that. That's me. So I'm fearless in my own way, but I'm still gonna find a way to get the bag. That's just me.
Sometimes you gotta jump, man. But I ain't had no kid at the time. You probably got kids. You got different stuff.
I got kids.
So,
yeah. Growing to be less and less. But as soon as y'all got grown, then I started having grandkids. So when I lessen my kids, I'm greater in grandkids. So
keep going.
Yeah, I guess.
That's crazy.
Man. Let the good time roll.
You had like 3 grandkids in one year, didn't you?
I had 3 grandkids in 1 year, man.
Crazy.
That was a year there.
Yeah.
That was a year. Y'all fucking.
That's how it happened, huh?
God Golly, man.
Yeah.
And we've had this conversation offline before. I'm just saying now. So a lot of your songs that you have, and you know what I'm saying, you're very descriptive in your Karma Sutra. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Okay, Karma Sutra.
I know what that is. But
that
what
is
you mean?
the, you know, your the provocative nature intertwined.
Sexual stuff.
I'm trying not to say that.
Okay.
But yeah, just your romance and sensual, intimate dealings with women.
Mm-hmm.
You're very descriptive in such a way where
You too. Hey, you are too.
Yeah, but I ain't. But I come off like that. Like,
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? That just, you know, you on the other hand, it's a little more shock value involved. You feel what I'm saying? With me, you know, I wasn't 2 songs in for I was Pussy Pumper #1. So
That's crazy.
already kind of knew I was on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And plus I had three babies in diapers at the time with my first album. Well, no. I had 1 that had arrived and 2 that were being presented to the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, now y'all all were born. October 2001, you and Deja were born. So I had 3 babies in diapers by the time my first album hit the streets. But for you, it's much more of a shock value involved because nobody expects to hear you talk about, you know, humping and sweating. So
yeah, it don't sound like that. I don't just say that. It's just,
I mean, bruh.
It's like if you know, you know. It's like, it ain't even like it don't sound like that.
All right, so how does it sound?
Very poetic. It's like
Okay.
you may not even know what you're listening to. It's just, you just know that, dang, I might want to cut this on when a girl get here. And maybe she might know and she think you sending signals and you just don't know how it happened.
You just fall into the wet spot. Don't even know how
Slip
you
and
got
fell.
there. Just don't even know how you got there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Demani.
There it is. That's my camera. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, when you play those type of record for me, I say, man, they dope. I can't wait to play this for your mama.
That's another perspective. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't be thinking about that.
Have your mama heard these? Have you listened to these records with your mama?
Not with her, but I know she probably heard them.
And what? What do you? And what do you have to say?
It's working.
It's working.
Yeah. It's working. I don't know.
Oh man,
it's all good.
Yeah, man, it's all good, man. How old were you, if you recall, when you first realized you wanted to rap? This is what you wanted for yourself.
First realized, I would say, I always knew I wanted to be like a rapper or artist of what that looked like.
What was it about the look that should, because whatever it looked like then, you don't look like now.
It switched. Yeah, I had figured something out. But I remember and I ran into this girl I went to school with and she told me, I was in, I think, 3rd grade and we had a dress up for whatever career you want to be. I came to school with a big old chain, microphone, just looking like a rapper, shades, what I thought a rapper looked like. So I knew then, like, boom, I want to be an artist. And I carried around a notepad, tried to write me some stuff. I didn't really know what I was doing, though. It wasn't until probably 14, 15 years old where I really tried to, my real life started just spilling into the music. And I seen that it was doing something for me. And then when I played it for other people, they let me know it was doing something for them. That's when I was like, this what I want to do.
And as much as I discouraged you from being in the industry, as much as I tried to steer you down a different path, what made you decide that this was it undeniably?
It was that. It was that for sure. And then
what, that as far as me trying to steer you away?
No. It was me expressing myself, telling my story. And then it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It helped me. Then people tell me it helped them. It's that. Then when I started traveling, realizing, you know what, I could really travel, see the world, get paid, and really feel like I'm not working at all. Because this is what I love to do. I would do it for free. This is what I love to do. So it's like.
Don't tell them you'll do it for free. They ask you to.
Nah, yeah, okay, bet. I take that back. Yeah, nah, I would do it for free.
If everybody else was doing it for free.
If everything was free, I would do it for free. Yeah,
if everything was free.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it don't feel like I'm working. So that's why I'm like, this is what I want to do.
Got it. Do you ever feel, or did you ever feel that it was added pressure on you because you was my son? People feel like you already got it made and they don't need to support you.
Added pressure, I would say, is pressure to establish my own name. I could say that, but not like you got to be just as good or something like that. Because I didn't feel like we came from the same situation. We didn't. So it's like we can't even talk about the same thing or be weighed in the same category. That's how I felt. Okay. King, he do it in his way too, though.
Yeah.
He do it in his way. And it's still different from your way, though.
Yeah.
How you grew up.
Right.
But, yeah, so I never really felt like it was comparable like that. So that didn't bother me, but it was definitely me trying to establish my own name, and that was very important to me. So I'm like, nah, this is my name. Then there'd be times where I get booked for something, or somebody asked me to come out, do a show, they'd be like, T.I.'s son. They don't say my name. I'm like, no, I'm not coming out to that. Y'all say my name.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm not playing about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, one thing, man, that, I always go back to, and I mentioned this probably, publicly for the first time, not too long ago, but your cool, calm, collected demeanor is something that you grew into.
Yeah.
Early, you had quite the rambunctious persona. I remember you and King dissecting squirrels in the front yard.
Yep. It was one squirrel. You making it sound crazy. It was one squirrel.
Oh, okay. That's what made it sound crazy.
You said
okay,
squirrels.
plural.
It's not plural. No.
Okay, just one.
It's one squirrel.
Okay. So how did you kill this squirrel?
Man, I don't even remember, but we ended up getting a hold of a squirrel.
Uh-huh.
And shoot, we got a hold of some scissors. And it's like, dang, we got to figure that squirrel out.
I would worry about y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I would worry.
We just some kids.
Man, I would worry, man.
But think about this. It's so much for us to do. It's like it's like we just trying to figure it out. We just doing stuff. We outside, a lot of land.
See, you and King used to get in trouble together.
Yeah.
Whenever I say don't go outside, don't do this, you and King were always the one together that were caught doing exactly what I said not to do.
Yep.
And then you kind of grew up into Demani and left King getting in trouble by itself.
I started staying up, painting, building stuff. And then, I used to get whooping like every day.
Yeah.
That junk grew on me.
I remember.
Yeah. I started getting too big. I'm like, I'm too big for this, man. Like, getting a whooping. But nah, I got into just building stuff, just doing stuff with my hands, man. Building, painting, drawing, putting stuff together. And I would stay. That really took up a lot of my time. And then when I see that people, aunties, uncles was like, hey, well, you'll be a pilot, a painter, a architect. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, I'm not really looking at it like that. But they telling me I could be something. So I'm like, okay, let me keep doing this.
Yeah.
So I say that helped.
You like the results that you got from being productive.
Right. Yep.
Did you talk to your little brother and say, hey, man, listen, I've been doing this, man, and it's been getting me these results, so you might want to.
Nah. He used to...
you just left him out there.
Nah, he used to want to go to Mama's house.
He did.
And then we started playing pool. I remember one time we was playing pool, and I had bet him. Because he was actually starting to get good. Me and him both was starting to get good, where he would beat me sometimes. So then I was like, all right, man, you think you're so good? I bet if you win this one, you can go to your Mama's house. If I win, you stand here. He said, all right, bet. I beat him. He ain't want to leave. I mean, he wanted to leave. Yeah, he ain't want to stay.
Yeah.
So
the street was calling him, man. He ain't want to be in the gate, man. Street was calling him. He had to get out there with his homeboy, man. They looking for ops, man.
Right. But see, that's how I meant, like, how it's different. See, that, he's saying that, but it's still different at the same time.
What's that?
Like how you grew up and like how you saying, but King doing it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the activity, I think that it's a lot more, I think it's a lot more consideration being placed on the environment that you have access to.
Yeah.
Meaning, if you wanted to, you could live without any of the pressures of poverty.
Right.
Okay. But I think what King is paying more attention to is the activity. Like, even though I had access to this, I still
I was
made it
there.
my business to engage in whatever activities that are in question.
Right.
Whether it's fighting, whatever that is. I don't even want to get into it. I don't even want to get into it. And I think that that's where the lines are blurred, because people who are observing him are probably like, man, if I had that, I would. And I can understand, you know, how that could cause a level of frustration, confusion. You know, I get that. But that was a very easy decision for you.
Yeah.
You never wanted the tough stuff for real.
Right. But look, he went to school by himself too, though. So he probably had to carry himself a little bit different. And maybe he felt like he had to learn some.
Cause you and Messiah always went to school together.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe he felt like he had to pick up some new skills or something. I don't know. Cause yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Well, you know, there's another added, you know, a little negative perspective.
Yeah.
From Demani. All right. I always say my view on life changed when I had you guys, when you guys were born. Did that happen for you when you first had your daughter?
Yeah, but it ain't like I just knew, man. The first day out of the hospital, I went and shot a music video, and one of my people said, "Man, you walking different." Now, I couldn't tell, I couldn't feel it, but I was like, "Shoot, okay." But yeah, man, it wasn't like a click, like I just knew off rip.
Right.
But one thing that I knew for a fact was, you know, before I had my child, I'm like thinking about all the stuff that I don't got, may need, don't know, need to figure out. But then when I held her, I'm like, I'm finna figure all that stuff out. Like, it's no way that I'm not finna figure all that out. Like, this stuff is not as important because I know I'm finna figure it out.
Right on.
Yeah.
You know, I heard you say, man, that one of the things that bothered you when you were young was how often I had to leave the house to tour and, you know, be out of town.
Yeah.
Now that you're a father, how you dealing with building a career while you have a daughter at home?
Man, that's the life of a man. Life of a father, man. We just gotta be gone, I ain't gonna lie. And that junk is tough. It's tough. Especially like when you got like a baby, you wonder, is she gonna remember me? Is she gonna, whatever we was doing, is she gonna remember that?
Yeah.
Is she gonna be too big to where it's like I'm gonna be shocked?
Right.
So I'm thinking about all of that and thinking about, like, every time she hear the garage open, she come run downstairs. What if it's not me? Like, dang, it's not dad again. It's like, dang, that's crazy. So I'm thinking about all that.
Right.
But it's like, one day the kids gonna understand.
Right.
So yeah.
You know, that you know, those things that, you know, you guys, when you say that, you know, how me being gone to be on tour and being gone to build, you know, to build a career, how it affects you. You know, I never knew that when you guys were younger, because you never expressed it to me. You never said anything. You know, you never said, "Oh man, I wish you would be here more." You never said, and you said how those moments affected you. Never mentioned prison once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like prison. We could deal with that. But now you got a tour. Oh man, my heart broke.
I really didn't know.
How did that work?
I really didn't know, man. Like, to this day, I really don't feel like, I gotta really sit and ask myself series of questions, because I really didn't know if or did it affect me. I would say that it's probably just when I got older and I seen myself doing certain things, and I'm asking, like, why do I probably think that way, or why do I feel that way? Maybe it got something to do with this? Maybe just trying to trace the issues, but at the time, being a kid, I don't remember like feeling that way.
I remember on one of your records, you said that your teacher told you, while I was going through my legal situation, your teacher told you, and was it 3rd grade?
I think it was younger than that. Might have been like K something.
Kindergarten, 1st grade. Your teacher told you you was gonna end up like me?
Nah, what she did was she kind of brought it up in the middle of class.
Like what?
Just, I remember her being up at the whiteboard, honestly, and probably just said a comment about, like, where's your dad or some junk like that, or I know your dad's gone, I know you dealing with some junk. Something like that.
But saying they're trying to be smart?
I think so, but I'm not understanding it. I probably told my mom, and then she had a problem with it. And then that might have been the same lady who, I said this too, she had gave me a CD. She had gave me her mixtapes, like, let your people hear this. I'm a little kid. She gave
so
me
in the same breath, she gonna say your daddy out going to prison. How you like that? And in the same breath on that, would you mind passing this to
mixtape?
Wow. You remember her name?
No.
You don't?
I don't remember what she looked like.
You don't? Dang.
I be thinking about that too. Like,
she probably be bragging, telling people how you was in her class.
If there's a teacher that says she taught me in like kindergarten, 1st grade, that probably was her.
Golly.
Yeah.
Man. But you had no feelings about it though. It didn't affect you.
Nah, I didn't understand that stuff. I wasn't understanding it. I just knew, all right, it's probably how I understood it. Pop's gone. She brought it up. Dang, what's going on? That's probably all I interpreted as.
Now, let's talk about the many stages and phases of Demani.
Yeah.
Okay. And I can go back far, 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 far now. Okay, so at first you wanted to play the drums.
Yep.
You asked for a set of drums. I gave you a full set of drums. Hi-hat, cymbals, snares, tom-toms, everything. Yep. Might have had a xylophone on that motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gave you a full set of drums. How many times you play it?
Mars came through, taught me one pattern. That's the only one I learned. I play that same thing to this day. I probably didn't play it much though.
Okay, so there's that phase. Now let me see, what was the next phase? The next phase the magician.
It's a lot
phase?
of stuff. Probably
the magician phase.
Yeah.
So you were an actual magician.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk about that.
I used to pick my outfits out based on the different tricks I wanted to do at school. Yeah. If I want to do this trick, I gotta wear this type of outfit. I used to pick, I'm for real. Other folk pick, they start their outfit with their shoes probably.
Yeah.
I'm like, what trick I want to do today? I was a real magician.
How many tricks did you learn?
Man, I knew I was good. I'm for real.
What's the biggest? What's the? What was your most astronomical feat?
Okay, I did this thing right where. Why you so tickled, bro?
Go ahead.
Nah, I can tell them like, what you want? You see that? Boom. Put it in my hand. It's gone. Where is it? I'm not making it come back, but it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. It could be big as like a soda can.
You can make it disappear.
They don't know where it went.
Wow.
Based on the outfit, though, if I would have wore a different outfit,
you needed long sleeve.
Yep.
Okay, so that's that phase. All right, then that was a skateboard phase.
Yeah.
That was a skateboard phase. You wanted to skateboard. You got your skateboard. You skateboarded.
Sure did.
And it was very important to you, you know, I think you were skateboarding, if I am mistaken, because you saw Lil Wayne skateboard.
Probably. Yep, because I got into, I was liking truck fit and all that, yep.
Yeah, okay. I remember when you told me not to buy you no more polo.
I went to truck fit from
Yeah,
Polo.
you went to truck fit
Dang.
from Polo. Yeah, you said don't buy you no more Polo. You know, you want the, all right, cool. And while you were skateboarding, you were not that good.
Yeah.
You did a lot of falling.
Yep.
A lot of falling. And you asked me to buy you a half pipe.
Yep.
The ramp that you can go up and down. And I say, man, you can't now. Like you're not that good.
It don't make no sense.
It doesn't. It don't make you gonna fuck yourself up.
Yeah.
And tell the people how you responded to that.
Yep. So after that, I'm like, okay, well, let me check. Let me go to a skate park. I ended up getting a ride to this before Uber and all that. I ended up getting a ride to the skate park. Checked it out one time, and I was like, this where I need to be. And then could not get a ride back up there somehow. Don't nobody want to take me up. But now that I get older, nobody want to take a kid to the skate park, sit and wait for them to be done skating. All right,
Especially if they're not good.
Right. But so couldn't get a ride up there, so I'm like, dang, I'm just finna make one. So I started watching videos, and I ended up building the quarter pipe. Ended up building a quarter pipe in the garage. And I don't know if you knew what was going on.
No, I didn't. I just knew you and Uncle Man was just, y'all were just stacking wood up in the garage. I didn't know what the hell the wood was for.
All I told Uncle Man, I didn't want him to help me. All I wanted him to do was cut the curve in 2 pieces of wood, and I need your truck so I can get the wood from Home Depot to the house. That was it. He was happy. He's like, that's it? I'm like, yeah, I bet. And he left me. Built that ramp.
You built the whole ramp?
Yeah.
By yourself?
Yep.
Now, what were the dimensions? Do you remember?
Nah, I don't remember. It was probably as big as this board, though. It was probably as big as that board.
At the time, as a kid, all right, so how old were you? Do you remember how old you were?
Maybe 11, 12.
11, 12. All right, so at the time when you was a kid, how was it your eye level? Was it taller than you?
Nah, I think I had to jump up there.
So it was taller than you?
Yep.
So at 12 years old, it was taller than you?
Yep.
So that got to be at least 5 feet.
Yep. 5 foot quarter pipe.
Okay.
For sure. It was sturdy too. It didn't mess up. It was good.
Who hammered the nails and shit?
That was me, man. Screws.
Screws. You used to drill.
Use a drill.
Okay, got it.
All that.
And you did all of this just out of your true desire.
Yep.
Of wanting
to skate, man. It was an obstacle in my way. Couldn't go to the skate park, not getting a quarter pipe, not getting a half pipe. Let me just build it. Yep.
So you built it, and you didn't just build. So the quarter pipe is one side of the ramp.
Yeah.
The half pipe is when you got both sides of the ramp where you can go up, go down, go on this side, go up and go down.
Yep.
So you did both of those ramps.
It got to that, but I started with the quarter pipe. And then I was like, dang, what if I could, just like you saying, what if I could go up on the other side too?
And you built another one.
Yeah.
Same measurement.
Probably, maybe a little smaller, but it did it. It worked.
Okay. Now, I remember when you asked me for the quarter pipe, half pipe, whatever you call it, I said, if you could skateboard down this hill, because in the house, it had a hill. Like when you came through the gate, you had to go down the hill to get to the atrium or the driveway in front of the door. And I said, if you can skate down this hill without falling, I'll get you one. And so then you built one. Because you knew you weren't going to be able to get that.
Yeah.
All right, so, and then you said, what about half the hill? I got to go all the way to the top. I said, yeah, you're going to have to go to the top, man. And so you built it, and then you came and got me. And I said, oh, my God, why in the hell? My first thing was, who got you this?
Yeah.
And you said, I built it. I said, okay. And you say, just watch me. I say, damn, I don't want to see this. And so you had some little stairs or whatever. You walked up there. You went down, up, down, back up.
Yeah.
And walked off.
I completed the mission, man. I completed it.
But you never skated again.
Yeah, I completed the mission, man. I felt like, let me tell you what, it was something else too. Somebody asked me like, did I break something? Did I break a bone or something like that? And I ain't break nothing. Yeah, you probably gonna break some bones, but woo woo. And then he like just carried on in the conversation. I'm like, what?
Like breaking bone with normal.
Yeah, like dang.
So you ain't want it that bad?
Nah, I ain't want it that bad, man. I was just enjoying skating and learning little tricks, but they doing all that crazy stuff, saying I gotta break some bones, probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't trying to do all that.
Man, another phase of Demani. Hypnosis.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
You are a hypnotist.
Okay.
Do you...
I think anyone could do it, but...
Man, but what made you pick up hypnosis?
It was a video shoot. I was shooting a music video, and I was just inviting people because I needed people in the video. Somebody who knew hypnosis ended up coming. And I had stepped out and walked back in the room, and then they was like, it was this girl like just running around talking about the flow was lava or some junk. Like, what are y'all doing? We about to film. Like, no, she's hypnotized. I'm like, listen, y'all, we need to get this shot. All right, we only in this location for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Then the dude had said, nah, look, on the count of 3, when I snap my fingers, you're not gonna be able to see nobody in the room. I said, okay, let's see how this go. He snapped his fingers. She couldn't see nobody. You could try to make her eyes flinch. She wasn't gone. She couldn't see. She could see right through you. Yeah. And then I said, bro, how you do that? How you do that?
Okay.
And he taught me. He taught me how to do it. And I tried it. And I realized, man, the human brain, the mind could do some crazy things. And it's really not that difficult, man. We probably walk around and get hypnotized every day.
Probably.
Yeah.
Commercials.
All that. Triggers. But yeah, then I started going to school. And then I just probably told somebody, yeah, I had hypnotized somebody this weekend. They said, you lying. I said, all right, let me do you.
Yeah.
And I did somebody in school. And then somebody else wanted to do it. And then now I'm walking down the hallway, teacher stopping me. Domani, come hypnotize my class. I'm like, wow. I hypnotized the whole gym.
The whole gym?
I sound like Fat Joe now, but...
Yeah. You hypnotized the whole gym.
Everybody who wanted to do it. I said, yeah, whoever want to do it, man, y'all just line up some chairs. Had them lined up. And yeah, the coaches started, hey, Domani, you can't hypnotize everybody now. You got to chill.
Did you hypnotize the coach?
Nah, they didn't want to do it.
I remember you tried it on me.
Did I? No, you didn't want to do it, man.
Nah, you tried. It didn't work.
Because you didn't want to do it, though.
Nah, I didn't want to do it. It just didn't. It ain't gonna work.
On record, it's not gonna work because you don't want to do it.
It ain't that I don't want to do it. It's just that it ain't gonna work. I don't want to do it because I know it ain't gonna work. It's a futile activity.
Nah, so hypnosis, you gotta listen and actually follow the directions.
I'm gonna follow the directions.
Nah, you ain't want it to happen. Imagine your child hypnotizing you, bro. You didn't want me hypnotizing you.
I would love for you to, you know what I'm saying? Even if I said I didn't want it to happen, I would love for you to show me that you were right and I was wrong. I would love that.
I would have wiped your memory. You wouldn't have knew. I would have said, when I say wait, I'm finna say, did it work? And you're gonna say no.
I said I would have wiped your memory. God dang. Oh, man. Okay, let me think. Other Demani moments, man, that people might not be privy to. Okay. Oh, you had a comedian. That was a comedy phase. You wanted to be a stand-up comedian.
People probably just told me to try it. They said, man, you funny. You should try it. So, I don't care. I'll try it.
You got up there?
Got up there.
You got up there and went, and I mean, on a real stand-up comedy stage in a real comedy club.
You know, K-Dub was
K-Dub was there.
K-Dub was there,
yeah.
I got a few laughs.
You did?
I got a few laughs, man. It was cool. That stuff tough, man.
It is.
When you get up there and you realize, dang, I gotta be funny right now. That junk tough. For real.
Okay. More Demani moments. Okay. Something that people might not be aware of about you, but you have a heightened sense of empathy.
Okay.
You're able to feel what others are going through, almost kind of like it's you can intimately feel, like you really do feel. It's almost like if somebody will tell you they hungry, your stomach gonna start growling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where does that come from? Where did you get that?
Man, I don't know. That's a great question. I really don't know, man. I would just be up here guessing. But I've heard that a lot, and I could definitely feel that for sure.
You have such a, like I'm talking about, you feel so much of what other people experience. I've never, and you know, you have to be extremely selfless to do that.
Yeah, because that junk take a lot, though.
Yeah, to take your mind off of what everything you got going on and put their experience in the forefront of your thought process.
I don't think I would tell nobody this, but people used to call me Dr. Phil in school.
They used to call you Dr. Phil.
They used to call me Dr. Phil.
What?
You know, I ain't cursed. I ain't do nothing. Like, I had my circle was like, it was like, stop cursing. Demani don't like cursing. Y'all chill.
What made you like that?
Man, bro, I really don't know, man. But I know I was cursing. I was cursing in like maybe third grade,
For real?
second, third grade. Yeah. I had a little girl I was talking with. We was cursing together. I'm like, we cursing. Yeah. So, but then I started realizing, okay, I gotta go home and stop cursing.
And you ain't like cutting it off.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, I'm doing too much. Feel like, I don't know.
And nobody had to tell you that.
Ah,
That's a level of self-awareness that every child or every human being don't even get to experience.
yeah. I just felt like I was doing too much, man. I just switching on and off and stuff. True, I just not curse. It really, then I started getting into music and wanted to know new words. I'm like, really, I'm saying better stuff when I'm not cursing. So,
let me ask you, as a son to a legendary figure, and also a son to, you know, someone who's presented himself as a leader of a community or as a leader of a region or a generation. What is the best piece of advice that I gave you that actually stuck?
you say a lot of good stuff, man. But I would say seeing it in real time, like right there in front of you, was probably the best advice or just way to move. Like this,
what?
just how you handle yourself in different situations. If it's business, if it's work ethic, if it's just taking care of everybody, or just being humble. Like if someone taking care of everything and just really got all that power, if you look at it that way, it's power, man. Cause you could abuse it and be a terrible dude.
Well, it's also a responsibility.
It's a responsibility. Yeah. But a lot of people, you know how they say, man, if I had that, I'd be. Yeah, nah, you weren't like that. So I would say seeing how you were.
Well, give me an example of what you mean by I wasn't like that. Like, what do you mean by that?
Nah, you could pay for something and then want to dictate exactly how it is, but that's not how you do though.
How do I do?
You be like, all right, for sure. I don't really understand it, but go ahead, try it.
I'm like that?
Yeah.
With you?
I seen you do that with everybody.
Like who?
Yeah, all right. So with me, if it was if I done ran out of money and you knew it was a song that I needed to shoot a music video for, you like, when you shooting it, I'm probably shooting it next week, next month, I don't know. You shoot that video? Nah, I ain't shoot it yet. What you need? Give me 10,000. What? What is it? I don't know yet, but I think it's gonna be dope. All right, man, try it out, I guess. How you gonna make it back? So if I get 2 million views on YouTube, I'll probably make it back. All right, you answered the question. Shoot, try it, see if it worked. Stuff like that.
I don't even remember that.
Okay.
I'm sure it happened, but I'm just saying, like, stuff like that, I don't even, you know what I mean?
Nah, but you probably do that a lot, though. It's probably stories people could tell you probably forgot about.
King over here emotioning that he had, what, King, can you attest?
You got some stories?
What happened?
Yeah.
You know, when I was in my gaming area, my GTA, when I was building my server, we still got the server, we still building it, and I still got the assets we paid for. You know, I forgot how much you gaming?
It was $24,000.
$24,000. I appreciate you for that too.
Yeah.
But the important part is we still got what we paid for.
I'm talking about all together because the dude who built it, he wanted some money, then you needed equipment, you needed all that other stuff.
Yeah. But you did it. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know nothing about no games. And you really didn't believe in it at all.
I didn't.
You probably still don't.
I don't.
But
I knew it was a waste.
It's still around. It's still around.
Does it appreciate as time goes on?
Well,
what you were telling me was you were talking about the NFT. Oh no, not NFT. The what is it? The virtual. The virtual real estate.
Yeah.
Like, man, you can sell this online for real money. I'm like, to who?
First, you got to build the community.
Oh.
I just had to be consistent. Like, when I got consistent with it, it was always something that I had to go do this. And then when I come back, we got to rebuild. So, we haven't struck it successfully yet.
No, we
but
sure ain't.
We ain't stopped, though. We ain't stopped.
Okay.
But you done did it a lot, man. But, yeah, I'm going to let you get back to it.
All right, man. Well, me and him got something to do later. We got something else to do later.
Okay.
Man. We got a whole nother topic of discussion. What does success look like
for me
to you? Mentally, not financially.
Okay.
You thought you had the answer right there, didn't you?
Mentally, okay. And not involving finance at all? You mean like not a dollar amount or it don't got nothing to do with finance?
I'm just saying like in your mind, mentally, what?
All right. Success, don't gotta worry about where food coming from. Shoot, family happy. I could say yes to the people that I want to say yes to. Meaning like if mom like, I want to do this, or I want to go try this out. I want to go here. Can we do this? You know what? Yeah, let's try it. Being healthy. Let me see. Healthy, happy, and traveling. That's success, man. For sure.
Okay. I mean, do you find yourself giving advice to King more so as he, makes his way, navigates his way through the industry?
If it is, I got to figure out how to deliver it.
Why so?
It's like medicine. It's like we gotta make the medicine taste good. But
you know what y'all remind me of? Y'all remind me of two motherfuckers that started out in the streets together. They both went in on a robbery, ran out. One person got away and went off, and the other one went to prison. And I ain't gonna say which is which, but when they met back up, one of them in this time had done evolved their consciousness to a level where like, man, I'm not on what we on. And the other one like, man, I learned how to do it right this time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it again.
And that's how y'all's dynamic is.
Right, but look, can't be saying something. Can't like, and I hate to say it like that because every time people say can't be saying something, they make it sound like they surprised. But nah, they
don't understand how potently intelligent my sperm is.
Hey, okay, you can say that.
I don't think you understand.
You making it weird.
I have eloquent semen.
Dang, you made it worse.
I don't think anybody understand you know, this is good stuff, man. This is good stuff. Good stuff. Ain't no dumb kids. How many kids, and the more kids you have, the more of an opportunity you get a dumb one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no dumb kids, man. And so that's, you know, look at what my sperm can do.
All right. So, yeah. I feel like we both be saying something, man, because he'll just two perspectives, man. Two different perspectives.
You see how you just didn't feed into my bit at all.
Nope.
You what gives you the ability to just let it just slide by and be like, yeah, okay, so what I was saying was, how do you do that?
Man, shoot, I don't know, for real, man. It's just focused. All
right, something about you and your level of empathy, a story that I have that I don't think people know about. I know one person in particular that doesn't know about it. Kevin Hart.
Okay. Oh, dang.
So me and Demani, when Demani was about, I don't know, man, he about 15 years old. We were moving around through the city, man, and he had just started hanging out with me, going to places I go, doing the stuff that I do. And we went to a lounge. It was a day party at a lounge. It was across the street from Filey's. We didn't go to Filey's, but we went across the street to a day party. It was the weekend, and we went in there, and we were in there kicking it, having a good time. I think they were around About the Money, when About the Money came out.
Yeah.
And everybody thought that I was saying your name in the song. And so we went there, and, you know, they playing the record, and Kevin Hart was in there. And, you know what I'm saying, they playing the record, and we chilling and having a good time. And then Kevin was drunk.
Yep.
Kev was drunk. He was pissy-wissy, man, on something. I don't know what it was.
Success, man. That's
yeah, could have been. Yeah. He damn sure had enough of that to get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, I'm talking about like visibly drunk, like stumbling kind of words, like, you know what?
Yeah,
you know, like that type shit. And, you know, he said to me, you know, I love seeing you hang out with your son. And see you and him. It's good. Make me feel good.
Yeah.
It reminds me of me when I don't get a chance to hang out with my son.
Yeah.
So you know what? He turned to mine. You know what I'm going to do for you? You know what I'm going to do for you? You're not going to be able to stop me? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you a watch.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a watch. You know I'm going to give you a watch? I'm going to give you a watch because I want you to have this watch because I want my son. I said, what? I said, Kev, that don't even make no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense. Why are you giving him a watch? Because you want your son to have a watch. Why don't you just get a damn watch to your son?
Yeah.
He say, Tip, stop it.
Yep.
You can't stop me.
When you seen him putting the watch on my wrist, you started taking off your watch.
Yeah, I took my watch. I said, man, here, you give him this watch, I'm going to give you this.
Yeah, then I'm like, both of y'all, chill. Like, I don't need the watch. He's like, no, you're going to keep this watch. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, he forced that watch on Demani, a Rolex.
Yeah.
Rolex, I think it was a Daytona or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was the heartfelt gesture Kevin Hart extended himself to Demani. And that was such a memorable moment. And, you know, an item that I felt, you know, would be like, it would tug at someone's heartstrings and it would offer a level of consideration. Listen, where's the watch, Demani?
Yeah. So, boom, I was going to a restaurant.
Which one?
Did I tell you the?
I don't know, I'm asking.
It's Chipotle.
Chipotle.
I was going to Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
I seen this little kid just sitting on the ground, just counting coins or some junk. He ain't say a word to me. I was talking to him. I'm like, what you doing? And he's like, shoot, man, I'm just trying to, I don't know. He not talking like how I'm saying right now. He like a little kid.
How little?
He probably was 9, 8.
Okay.
But yeah, he was just like, man, I'm trying to get to my mom. We had a hotel. Woo. I'm like, okay, for sure. And then I had went in there and made my bowl. Then I asked her, I was like, how long this kid been out here? It was like, yeah, he just got out there today. I don't know. But I was like, he don't be out there? And then she was like, nah, He just showed up today. I was like, okay, for sure. I ain't had no cash on me, but I was like, shoot, bro, I don't know what you got going on, but I'm going to give you this watch. I'm going to give you this watch. And what I can tell you to do is sell it. Sell this watch. And this is how much I heard it's worth. So if someone try to give you lower than this, nah, bro, don't take it. Go and sell the watch and go figure it out. And he was like,
you said this to a 9-year-old.
Yeah. I mean, he outside. Yeah. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so I gave him the watch.
And you never told Kevin?
Never told him.
Well, he damn sure know now.
Yeah, because I don't think he'll be mad. He gave it to me.
Yeah.
I gave it to someone else. You gotta keep giving stuff. Yeah, somebody else's son got a watch, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But it wasn't like because I didn't care about the watch. It was like, I'm not a material guy anyway. I'm not materialistic. So I wasn't thinking, dang, I got to hold this watch. I was thinking, shoot, bro, you got to figure your junk out. I don't got nothing on me right now. I get this watch. Yeah.
Damn. Demani-isms.
That's why I don't carry stuff, though. I don't be having stuff on me.
Nothing of value.
Because I give it away.
You get that shit away.
Yeah, for sure. For real.
Talk about the shirt off my back. I give you the watch off my wrist is crazy.
Yeah.
For you and Kevin, both of you motherfuckers too generous. You motherfuckers too rich.
I need to run into Kev again, man. Shout out to Kev.
How do you decide who to collaborate with on your music?
Okay. Really, it's whoever I really vibe with, for real. I'm not trying to force nothing. So if they I'm not finna chase nobody down to try to get no music done.
Right.
I will try to get a hold of you to clear the music, but to create it, nah, it's really like, do you want to work? I want to work. Shoot, I think you dope. You think I'm dope? Let's see what we could do. And it's really like that, man. If I do reach out, I'm not too pressed, but it's not like orchestrated, like hit my manager hit you, I don't know, the label, figure it out and get this person on it, and ship it. I don't know, it's not like that. It's just, it's a vibe, bro. I hate saying that, but
it's a vibe.
It's a vibe, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing is forced. And you run it, well, I personally ran into some dope artists and created some dope music that happened to see the light of day. But that's how I do it.
That's what's up. What about your fashion style? Like, do you style yourself?
Yeah. I think I be fresh too, though, bro. I do. Folks be like, bro, you be humble. I think I be fresh.
Yeah, okay. Right.
I think I be fresh.
Do you pick your styles out by the look of it or how it make you feel? Or your magic tricks?
Nah, not today. Not the magic trick today, nah. But, okay, it's definitely feel like it gotta be comfortable. But today, man, I just want a matching set. Just matching set. Don't sell me one of nothing.
Yeah.
Make sure
you sound like a nigga with some money then.
For real?
Don't sell me one of nothing.
Nah. I'm saying just like a shirt or pants by itself that don't go with nothing else. Yeah. I'm like, nah, man. I gotta put it together.
Fresh out the mannequin.
Yeah, just give me that. Just give me that, man. And then it's simple as that, though, bro.
Oh,
you remember I used to wear the same shoes like every day.
Yes, you did.
For like 3 years.
Yes, lots of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't care. So it's like.
You see, you ain't never went without shoes before.
Now, you
right.
What
I'm saying? You ain't never went without shoes before.
I used to give my shoes away.
I know.
Yeah.
Because I bought them.
Because you bought them. If I would have bought, I probably wouldn't have bought them. Honestly. I was about to say, if I would have bought, I probably wouldn't have, but I wouldn't have bought them. Yeah.
You grew up seeing my evolution as an artist. What do you think the best change is that you've seen in my career from me?
Best change? Now that I got older, man, coming out of prison and still figuring it out. Yeah. I know when I don't be recording for 2-3 weeks, I be feeling rusty. You go in, do a year, and come out, hit the ground running. That takes a lot. Coming out of prison, Or I could say experiencing the amount of success and you still being hungry and still having the work ethic. Yep.
What was the best and worst part about growing up in a big family?
Best, you always got someone to talk to. You always got someone, if you a kid, to play with, someone to hang out with. Worst, it's like they always there. It's like, you know, for real.
Hell nah, bro. That man said, man, they always there, man.
Yeah. Sure.
So there were times you wanted time to yourself and you just had people.
They there. Yeah. And they knowing.
Oh, man. Man, what was your favorite city that you've ever played and why?
Favorite city? Popping my head right now is DC. DC, because that's my first spot that I sold out a show at. DC showed me love. Always been showing me love. And it's just it's a great city, man. Great party city. And then, you know, we did that show out there, me and you. That was the most I got paid for a show. DC. Shout out to DC. Yeah. I say DC. Right under that, somewhere in Texas, we could say Houston.
Yeah.
Houston, Dallas.
Yeah. Hey, did having sisters help shape how you treat and view women?
Yep. And then maybe just prepared me because I feel like if a dude don't got sisters, it's like they don't know nothing. They going into it blind. Yeah, so I kind of got a little understanding. But man, yeah. I mean, you too, just telling me about women. You like, man, shoot. The day you think you figured out a woman, you're not a man. Something like that. Like I don't know. I don't know if that's exactly what you said, but it was something like that.
That sounds exactly like something I said.
But all that stuff go together, man. Just a ball of information.
Man, do you ever find yourself in situations and be like, man, what would Pops do?
Yeah.
What types of situations?
Okay. Me being a father, I can't think of probably balancing my schedule. Balancing my schedule and remembering to give my child my time. Or if I can't like free up my schedule, just bring her with me. Cause that's what you did. Shoot, I just so happened to like the studio.
Right.
So I wanted to come to the studio. But you could have been like, nah, stay at the house. You're like, yeah, come on. What's up? All right, come on, you can go. Even if you doing some other stuff, it's like you made sure it didn't cross and it didn't affect me, but you still like let me come.
And that meant something to you.
Yeah, I mean, but then that taught me like I could just bring my child. I could just bring, you know.
Yeah, that's what's up. Last but not least, and you have a plethora of answers to choose from, but if you weren't an artist doing what you're doing now, what would you be and what would you be doing?
What would I be doing? Okay, I got the same situation. What would I be doing? It's creating something though. Definitely creating
You wouldn't
something.
be a candle maker?
Yeah.
What got you into making candles, by the way?
I just noticed I always bought candles. I wanted a candle in the room. I wanted the room to smell like something other than just the room and people. So get a candle, and then Thug was in this room actually, and he needed some candles. I'm the only one that can bring my candles. So I told Thug, shoot, you can use my candles. He was like these yours? Like you made them? I said, nah, I just bought them, but you can use them. Then I walked out. I said, you know what? I'm tripping. I need to make some freaking candles. I need to make my own candles. And I've heard it before.
Have you sold it in the spider since you started making?
Nah, I gave him some.
Okay.
And then he said, I told him how I got into it, that same story. And he was like, so what you gonna give me something? I said, shoot, this is it right here, man. I'm gonna give you these candles. He said, hi, I bet. And I said, all right, cool, for sure. But yeah, I just gave him some candles. Yeah. He was cool.
That was so. How is it like, growing up around people that are celebrities to the public, but you like consider them, I guess, your uncles or cousins or just your partners? How is that?
Man, you just got a different view of the world, for real. I was in school debunking theories and
like what?
Like if they talk about Illuminati, I'm like, man, I've been with these people, man. These good people, man. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, no, that probably didn't happen at all.
Yeah.
But just having a different perspective to be able to decipher between like entertainment, what you see on the screen, and like really knowing a person, and So I would say that, man. And a lot of people come into the game being nervous or starstruck. Then, like, me being around celebrities growing up, like you said, really just treat everybody the same, for real.
That's right.
We all human.
That's real.
Yeah. And then people be a little weird sometimes, too. So it's like,
this is also true.
Yeah, so it's like you even more normal. Yeah. Perspectives. What would I be doing? Creating. I'll be probably painting, drawing. Painting. Probably painting. Because I could put any type of price on a painting.
That's true.
So, probably painting.
Top 5.
Artists?
Yes.
Rappers?
Yes.
All right, you want me to say you?
Nah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that was real funny though.
Nah, but shoot, I'm gonna say Andre 3000, man. Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar. I'm gonna say Tip. J. Cole. That's my 5 right there.
Andre 3000, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, Tip, J. Cole.
Yep.
Okay. That's a pretty solid 5, man.
But I said Tip, though, not T.I. I said Tip.
And what would be the difference in the two to you?
Man, if you're a real fan, you know. If you're a real fan, you know, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Right on, man.
But that's my list. Have you said your list?
Man, nah, not really, man.
All right, come on. What's your list? Top 5.
Man, Pop, Outkast. I put Outkast and they slot together.
Yep.
Pop, Outkast, UGK, Jay-Z, Scarface.
I was waiting on Scarface.
Yeah.
I still don't know too much about Scarface,
Scarface
man.
a cold motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Brad Jordan ain't nothing to fuck with, man.
That's his name?
Yeah. Scarface a cold.
Brad Jordan.
He's a cold one, man. And you know, he one of the only motherfucker from the South that even when the South didn't have the respect to New York, they go fuck with him. They know they know, you know what I mean? Like he was the first to step outside the South and go up top and earn that respect that a lyricist, you know, only gets from other lyrics. You know what I mean? Yeah. Scarface cold motherfucker, man. Yeah.
For sure. That was a solid list.
Man, I want to tell you, man, I'm proud of you.
Appreciate
I'm proud of the man that you've become. I'm proud of the artist that you've evolved into. I'm proud of your journey. I'm proud to see, you know, that as I talk and you act like you're not listening, that you actually hear something.
Right.
You know, you don't do like what I said to do, but you do something that shows that you heard what I said.
That's real. Dang, that's real too. That's deep.
And so I appreciate that. And congratulations on your latest project. You know, one more question I got before I get out of here.
Yeah.
You've seen me go through many different levels of scrutiny from the public. You've seen me be received so many different ways. You've seen me deal with, crisis is.
Yeah.
Is crisis plural or is just crisis?
I think crises
okay.
don't sound
Yeah, crises.
Yeah.
That's some Atlanta shit. You seen me deal with my crises.
Yeah, nah.
You seen me in my crises. But nah, man. When I go through shit and this shit is public and everywhere where everybody else talking about it, how did that shit make you feel?
It's a good question. That go back to me like feeling like, like I know this guy. And it kinda, let me see, it made me think of the album No Mercy. Like when you up, don't nobody really care about you. Or when you got it going on, don't nobody care about you. So I be like, bro, y'all don't even know. But for me to actually, I really don't know, bro. I just commend you because it could you could, the way that I know you really like to deal with stuff, it could be worse. You know what I'm saying? And I just try to just be there.
Whoa.
What?
What do you mean?
No, I'm saying not there when you trying to do stuff.
Nah,
if
I'm just
you,
saying.
what do you mean?
Just tell me, like, what did you mean when you say the way you know that I really like it? What do you know about how I really like to deal with stuff?
Bro, you're just a physical, you just like a physical dude, bro. And it's like,
what the fuck?
Like,
Should there be a pause button here?
Okay, all right, pause.
Nah, I'm just asking. Nah, dead ass serious. Go ahead, finish your thought.
I'm saying like you don't really be trying to talk. Like it's just like what we doing straightforward. Like you're not trying to go back and forth on the internet about you trying to see where you at, what's going on, what we doing.
I've been known as I've been a puller upper.
Yeah, so
I've been a puller upper,
man. So just seeing you grow like that and me knowing who you are, I say it's commendable. But a lot of times I'm thinking, bro, y'all don't even know, like, this a good dude.
I mean, let me ask you this. What's the one experience, or is there an experience that you caught me dealing with something that I might not have known you was around and you saw me in that light?
Yeah, for sure. It'd have been time, it probably just been small to you, but I'm like, nah, wait a minute, this could get bad. Just us being out and hear somebody say something and then see that you heard it. I'm like, just, you feel my hand on your shoulder. I'm like, come on, let's go. Like, just chill. Because, man, these folks don't be really talking about nothing. But I done seen that a lot. I remember at Coachella, just because we bringing up stuff. You had Deja on your back. Deja was asleep. I think this was the first Outkast concert I done seen. This me getting introduced to Outkast. Deja sleep on your back. We done walked a long way. This Coachella. You got Deja on your back the whole way. I'm not thinking about that as a child. But now, my 1-year-old heavy. Deja was probably 12, 13 maybe. All right, boom. So she on your back. They not trying to let us, and wherever we trying to get, and you was like, bro, either you finna let us through or I'm finna push you out the way and get. I'm like, oh, man, this about to get crazy. But in fact, man, we ran over that guy. It wasn't that big of a deal. But it's stuff like that a lot, man. But you, all right, back to your original question, man. People, I be feeling like y'all don't know this guy. Like, this is a real good dude, and y'all really doing it a disservice because he's here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really got the chance to learn from who I feel like a great dude. So that's how I be feeling.
Damn. Well, I appreciate that, man. And that's really all I care about, man. I care about, what the people around me think of me, how they feel about me, what their experience of me while I'm on earth is. People who don't have an opportunity to actually experience me, they only have to draw a conclusion or an assumption from whatever headlines they see or whatever videos they've observed or whatever, you know what I mean? They don't really have the access to the truth So they have to create their own truth in their head.
And a lot of times they don't want to believe it.
Yeah, because it's too good to be true. Because
Right.
their experiences is what shapes their opinion.
Yeah.
So if they've never experienced nobody that dealt with them the way I deal with people, they're going to say, no, it ain't that, because ain't nobody never did that for me.
Right.
Ain't nobody ever handled me like that, so I know that ain't true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, that's the reason. But it's a shame that it's that many people growing up lacking that level of genuine intention, that level of just that level of principle. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, what you do is not as important as why you do it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, people move around. I'm gangster, but for what? You gangster for what? You gangster for the purpose of feeding your family by any means. You gangster for the purpose of protecting and defending the women and children of the community by any means. What are you gangster for? You just gangster because you just want to feel like you gangster, so you do shit that you think you've seen gangsters do, and you think that that's the way?
Yeah.
Ain't no purpose. So people don't have access to as much purpose, to where when they see true purpose, they don't understand it. That shit is like confusing to them. Like, no, it can't be. It just can't be.
It can't be.
It can't be. But man, and I appreciate having that image of myself, conveyed to you, because the things that give me that purpose, that confidence, that drive is y'all. You know what I mean? Knowing that I can't tell them, no, if they need me, no, it got to be there. And if you in the way, I hate it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
But wrapping up, go get the Foreverlasting tape.
Yeah.
Right now. Where do people get your candles?
Man, be real. You could really just go on my page, whatever, and just.
What's your page?
Demani.
Well, creative, man.
Yeah,
so
man. Just
Domani.com.
Well, I was talking about like social media.
Oh, okay. You got a website?
This is DemaniForever.com.
DemaniForever.com.
Yep.
Okay.
But if you just go on my page and just ask me where to get a candle, check your DM. After you ask me about a candle, check your DM.
So you out here DMing people?
For the candles. for the candles. If they ask me about the candle, I'm going to send them the link to the candle.
Okay, say less.
If you ask me,
say less,
just
man.
check the DM.
Now, we here at ExpediTIously have something called the word of the day. Word of the day is usually a word that derives from the conversation or is dedicated or inspired by the guest. Word of the day today is dynastism.
Dang, I thought I was finna know it.
Dynastism.
Nah, I don't know that.
Preference for maintaining power within a family line. Dynastism. Root word, dynasty.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were
Dynastism. I practice calculated dynastism, ensuring that the family's wealth and influence stays within the family. Dynastism.
I practice calculated dynastism.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got it. How many times do you got to use a word for you to remember it?
How many times?
Yeah. And do you ever say out loud when it's your first time using a word?
Yeah. Of course I do.
I ain't never heard you say that.
What you mean?
My first time.
I mean, I ain't never like had to I ain't had to just broadcast when it was my first time using the word, but that was my first time using that word right there.
But you broadcasted. Oh no. Well, you could have already knew it.
I mean, I knew of it, but I hadn't used it. You know what I'm saying? But I think, man, just having a look, I know a bunch of words I probably never use, bro. I probably never use. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of, because you'll never run out of verbiage from language. You just never will. You never will. You know what I mean? The ability to articulate one's thoughts into expression, that is what separates human beings from the savage beast.
You said it. Yeah.
Beasts have thoughts. They can't communicate to you what the fuck they thinking, though. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that is what separates human beings from the savage beast, the ability to articulate one's thoughts into expression. Now, it was a pleasure having you on my show, but I got to ask you a question.
Okay.
Before I get out of here, man. Where's King Verse?
King Verse. Man, it's already made.
Word?
Yeah, since he out the room, yeah.
Oh, you did it already?
It's already made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he just don't know.
Man, he got to work for it a little. He got to earn it a little bit.
What he got to do, bruh?
Got to get in the mud.
Don't tell him that.
Yeah,
please don't tell him that.
Nah, it's already made though.
All right. Say less, man. Man, you've been a phenomenal guest, man.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Right on. And give me some more grandchildren. This is Expeditiously. No, not now. You can wait.
Oh, I thought you were talking about right now. Okay.
This is Expeditiously. I am T.I. Harris. Trouble, man.